Hello everyone, my name is Ananya Rajput and I'm a student of UPES Dehradun. So today I'll be talking about a very known case in our country, which is Yes Bank scam. Now the events that happened in the Yes Bank have been always a riddle and a puzzle that has to be solved, and is also a question to every individual. The only thing that is crystal clear is that thousands of crore owned by the depositors were plundered by this bank. It may even be stated that it is one of the biggest financial fraud which cannot be unexampled in this world. It could be rightly said that it was a chain of banks, promoters, senior bank managements, auditors, borrowers, and regulators from the RBI bank and the key government officials who all worked hand in hand, and due to which the people, that is mainly the retired people, honest taxpayers, and many more, are the ones who have suffered the loss, that too in masses. Now, right from the beginning, Yes Bank was achieving a rise and growth of 10 to 12%, but now after a few years, it was 30%. And still, no concern was shown by the regulators and no questions were asked. Now, did they not take any notice of this, or deliberately they turned a blind eye to this matter? Now, there are many companies in the Indian corporate sector who have always and will take huge advantage from banks and then show themselves as defaulters. They are now a squad who have excelled the skills. And this squad is none other than DHFL, Jet Airways, Z Groups, Indian Bulls, Reliance Groups, and many more. They are known as by all of us. Now, as we all know about these squads, Yes Bank, on the other hand, even by knowing the reputation of these companies, willingly gave loans over rupees 34,000 crores. Here comes another question that from the people or the depositor, whether the bank, that is the Yes Bank, was far asleep while lending these companies the loan of such big amount. Now, on the other side, many other defaulters of the Yes Bank are avoiding to attend the investigation that was called by the Enforcement Directorate, by giving excuses like sickening in one's family, spread of coronavirus, and also its effect in the society and the world at large. Now, these excuses could be said as genuine or a lame excuses put by these defaulters. These excuses put forward by the defaulters are just the form for of delaying the process and also waiting for the situation to calm down at once. And side by side, the squad is working on the plans to plunder some other banks. And if that would not work, then they would depart secretly to a much silent and a secret land, which would be their new retreat, which can also be called as Nirvana. Now, in the process to reconstruct the same, a perpetual bond of rupees 8900 crore have been written off by the SBI and the RBI combining without showing surprise or any sort of concern. These perpetual bonds are said to be quasi equity and are not issued to the retail investors as per the most developed nation and their policies. Whereas in India, these bonds were issued to the retail investors and with no proper terms and conditions applied to it. At the same time, today, people who have brought these bonds thinking that they would be having higher rate of interest in the coming future are stuck with huge loss, or rather zero value in marketing, leading to their bonds. Now, all these information and unsolved questions gives rise to only one conclusion, that was it all deliberately done to crush down and also to squash the misconduct that had happened in the interiors, or rightly said, the walls of the bank. This also raises to one of the more question, that is nothing but whether the investigation at such a great speed gave an honest result, and it was done on sincere grounds, and no misconduct was done by the investigation or who were investigating the matter. Or is it a still whitewash or a concealment to put forward in the eyes of the society, or it was a white collar crime? And if the answer to these questions is yes, then by whom, and for whom was it made to this? all these questions remain unsolved and unanswered. Thank you.